Hey everybody, I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report, and I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome Rio Souma from The Voice to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Rio, how are you doing today?
Hi, Hillary. I'm doing great. Everyone who's watching, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Well, I've been enjoying watching the new season of The Voice, season 19, and there's already been some classic voice performances. And one of them is yours when you sang Smokey Robinson and the Miracles Cruisin'. So, and of course, you're from Detroit. What could have been more appropriate on so many levels than that? But tell us what was going through your head as you stepped out onto the stage in front of Gwen, John, Blake, and Kelly, but without an audience, though.
Well, like that was really that was kind of something that just sat on your conscience because the coaches they can hear you very clearly. They can hear everything, any mishaps. So you want to be on point. But we can still see the crowd. We can still see people tuning in from home. So we still got that I still got that energy. I got those signals, and the adrenaline was pumping. I kind of blacked out, and it was just like before I knew it, three chairs were turned around. It was again. I always say it was surreal, like very surreal.
When you were going through it in your mind beforehand, I'm sure you had some sort of strategy of different outcomes. So can you share with us what they were and how the reality of them turned out for you? And I'm specifically talking about who you would want for your coach.
Who would want for my coach? Well, I just personally I wanted John for my coach just because I do R&B and soul music, and I just knew that I would be able to connect with him just on a stronger level. I definitely had them like ranked on who I wanted the most, but John was definitely first choice. Second was Kelly Clarkson, just because I grew up. A powerhouse is a powerhouse. You feel me? Age, range, gender, race, it does not matter. A powerhouse is a powerhouse. And I remember being a little kid with my sister, 9 years old, and my sister's like, the American Idol finale's on, and we got to vote for Kelly. We got to vote for Kelly Clarkson. And I remember being one of those kids growing up watching that, just those shows and just idolizing her. But just in the moment on that stage, it was just like, just exactly what John said. Come on home, Rio. It was just like, I felt like a puppy dog. Like, let me, just trot on home. I've always wanted to work with John Legend, though. Just big dream come true. Kelly Clarkson as well. Actually, all of the coaches were amazing. Definitely amazing. They had just such positive feedback. They were just so nice. But strategy-wise, it was definitely John Legend. And I would say the strategy kind of started as well with the song choice. The song had been, and this is something that I'm going to speak about it, but a lot of people have kind of spoken about it. Is the song was performed on the show 2 years ago, and going into it, it was performed by Zakai 2 years ago on the show, and going into it, I had to think about, how do I differentiate myself from this guy who did this amazing, cover of this song, plus differentiate myself from Smokey Robinson and D'Angelo, who's also had a great cover of it. So it just really took some thinking, and I just, wanted to approach it different. So the strategy definitely started just with executing the song.
Well, I'm going to add my congratulations to everybody. You did an amazing job, and I felt like getting up and dancing, and I think I did actually. So, but you were mentioning, going back to when you were a kid, and I understand you started singing when you were 5. You were involved in music all during your youth, and then like most people, you gotta take a day job. So yours is in the auto industry, great American industry. But how does it feel to be pursuing your musical dreams again?
It It's like so refreshing. It's just like, it's like I've been this work hermit for like the last 3, 4 years, literally go to work, blend in, do my job, work my 10-hour shift, and I leave. And it's just so refreshing because I spent so much time at work. I, kind of convinced myself that I wouldn't be able to do it, you know, just stay here. Maybe you'll be able to open a business, if you work here long enough and, you retire soon enough, maybe you'll be able to open a business. I never thought that I would be able to pursue it, but it happened. And it's just like, it's amazing. It's like a dream come true. It's something that I've always wanted to do. And, it's interesting because when I was actually out there and we were shooting episodes, I kind of created like a goal list for myself. And one of my earliest goals that I just remember setting for myself, and I want the viewers to take note of that, start setting goals for yourself. I wanted to be able to pursue music, while working my job at the auto industry. That was one, but my ultimate goal with that was, to be able to support myself doing music as much as I can, the same way I can working in the auto industry. So that's the goal, and I'm hoping that this is a platform, The Voice. I'm able to do that one day.
I hope so. And I'm sure everybody you work with in the whole city are already so proud of you. But I also know you've got to get back to rehearsing, but it is happy hour. So I wanted to propose a toast to you, Rio. And I want to wish you continued success on The Voice. I cannot wait to follow your journey. And I know it's going to have a wonderful outcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I thank you so much for reaching out. I'm going to continue to watch your show. I've watched your last few interviews. They were great. Thank you so much for reaching out. And I'm glad to, just had the chance to just share this experience with you. Really.
Oh, that's so sweet, Rio. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.